What's happening? This is the OG Bronc Nuts from the 719 West, and tonight, pay attention. Because something has happened today, just only a couple hours ago, that has never really, actually it's never happened in really recent modern history. So nobody watching this video can say, yeah, I know all about how this is going to go, because what I'm about to tell you has never happened. For those of you that don't know, when Bretton Woods was signed in our country by Nixon, he took us off of the gold and silver standard. And when he did that, our money essentially became fiat. It wasn't backed by anything, but what it was backed by was machine guns and tanks and Scud missiles, right? I mean, if you didn't take our money, then we'd just come beat you up. And so what developed after Vietnam was what's called the petrodollar. Now, the petrodollar is, we made an agreement basically with Saudi Arabia to protect them, and the agreement that they gave us back is that everyone in the world would have to exchange their currency for dollars before they could buy oil. And that's when the birth of what's called the petrodollar came about. And essentially that's what our money's been backed by since Vietnam and World War II, really, is just our muscle, our strength, right? I mean, we're going to come take your lunch money if you don't take our dollars first to get this oil. All that's changed. Today in China has now announced a oil-backed Petro-Yuan. So now countries, specifically Russia, and other countries like India and I think Brazil and several others are now going to be able to buy oil from China, who produces a lot of crude, and instead of having to change in for dollars, they're going to be able to buy in yuan. But it's even better than that, because the Chinese government said, look, we're so confident about the strength of our yuan that at any time you feel like your dollars that you're holding, your yuan, is no good, go right down here to the Shanghai Bullion Exchange, which they opened a year or two ago, which is a physically traded gold exchange. This is very important. We have a COMEX paper traded gold exchange here on Wall Street. So a physically traded gold exchange, and they said anytime you want, go down and convert it for our gold, and you can hold the gold. So this is a game changer, man. I mean, it really is. This is big stuff. So the market, I've been watching it when it opened, launched just a couple of hours ago, and there was over $10 billion worth of Chinese yuan traded in the first hour, on the first day. Now, 10 billion sounds like a lot, and it is, but not for a country. I mean, not especially for the country the size of China. To put it in perspective, I don't know what gets traded a day on U.S. markets in the past, or Saudi Arabian markets, or however it gets calculated. But I know that's a significant number that's not being converted into dollars. And when those currencies aren't being converted into dollars, what happens to our dollar? It gets weaker. And the death nail for the United States dollar is if gold and silver rise from here. Now, I believe they've already bottomed, and they are going to rise from here. So for those of you out there thinking that, you know, this crypto train's never going to end and Bitcoin's going all the way to a gazillion dollars, y'all might be right. I mean, I'm not arguing that you're not right. I kind of think so too. But I also think that you better pay attention to what's going on in the precious metals market, because it's not going to be really talked about on mainstream media. You're going to have to dig a little bit to find out what's going on. But big things and something unprecedented happened today. Now, unprecedented for you momos out there means it ain't never happened before, okay? And since it's never happened before, you got to pay attention to this. You have to pay attention, because fiat currencies could literally burn to the ground, and this could be the start of all of it, especially the dollar. Look, the Rothschilds told us on the cover of The Economist in 1988 they were going to do this. that fiat currencies would burn and something new would emerge. And we don't know what that is. We don't know if it's gold-backed currency. We don't know if it's a new currency, if it's Bitcoin, if it's some other cryptocurrency. We really don't know. So the only thing you can do is play the hedge game. So you're right no matter what happens, right? So pay attention to what's going on in China. Big things are happening. That's why this whole trade war between him and Trump has started. And, they want to retaliate. Chinese and the Russians have been very, very patient. And they have collected an obscene amount of gold over the last decade. If you want to go do the research yourself, they've bought a lot of it. And I don't think we have it. And what's suspicious is how Trump sent I can't remember his name, Munchin maybe, in the Treasury Department down to Fort Knox. He was there for 45 minutes to inventory supposedly the most powerful nation in the world's gold. Took a couple pictures of basically nothing and said, I'm glad it's still all there. Why did he go? Why did a couple of years ago the Queen of England go down to the London Bank and want to inventory and look and see all of their gold for herself, something that she's never done before? Why are these powerful people all of a sudden want to know where's our gold, how much we got, let's do an inventory? The Chinese, they've been doing things and we need to make sure we're going to be able to make it here. Why is all this happening? Yet at the same time, all these analysts are telling you don't buy gold. It's a pet rock. Are you kidding me? It's a tier 1 asset on every banker's balance sheet. And why it's important for you to hold some gold and some silver is because you now have some money outside of the banking system. So it's sovereign. You have it. You have totally control about it. That's what's nice about crypto as well. But it also hedges your crypto wallet, right? Because you've heard me say it before. Can we have $10,000, $50,000 gold, $10,000 gold, even $5,000 gold and have Bitcoin at the same price? Probably. But can we have $50,000 Bitcoin and only have $1,300 gold? I don't think so. Because I think investors are going to deleverage into real money. The money that's in the ground, it's in our earth here for a reason. It's the ultimate reset. They're going to hedge some of their Bitcoin positions and say, wait a minute, hold up. If I give you one Bitcoin out of my pile of Bitcoins over here that I have, you're going to give me 35 ounces of gold, 40 ounces of gold? Okay. When that gold gets pulled off the market, gold market's going to get really tight. Premiums are going to shoot through the roof. Same thing with silver. Silver's at 81 to 1 to gold right now. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of the world. I mean, think about it. Think about all the stuff, the equipment they've got to get into the middle of nowhere to mine this silver and then get it and send it to a refinery and then send it from a refinery to the mint and then have it minted and then shipped again and sent to your coin shop. And by the time you get it, it's not even 20 bucks. I mean, everything I have on is pretty much 20 bucks. And it's all made out of cotton. It's not worth anything. So this is something to think about. It's unprecedented. Look into it. The Chinese Petro-Yuan has officially launched in Shanghai. And they have a physical metals exchange that they're backing it all with. And those two things are something for everyone who holds dollars to consider and to know about. This is COG Bronknut 719 West. You better pay attention because the world's changing, not only just with crypto, but with paper money everywhere. And the only place to be is out in front of the herd, like I've always said. West, I'm out. See you tomorrow, suckers. Peace.